Good morning, Richmond High. Today is Monday, March 22nd, and my name is Stephanie, and we are here to bring you the Richmond High Weekly News.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a look of somebody who needs you. When you're lost out there and you're all alone, life is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look.
Students, this week in your homeroom, you will continue talking about the Black Lives Matter movement in schools. The focus of this week is affirming and celebrating queer and trans Black lives. As a school, we believe homophobic and transphobic remarks or sentiments are harmful, unkind, and won't be tolerated. If any of this content makes you uneasy or uncomfortable, that's okay. But we'd like to remind you to stay open, empathetic, and loving. Sports update for all you athletes out there. If you're interested in joining girls or boys volleyball, please email these emails right here. And if you're interested in joining tennis or golf, please email Mr. Hudson for more information. On this week's world news, a Georgia man by the name of Robert Aaron Long went on a killing spree on March 16, 2021, shooting 12 people and killing 8 at 3 separate massage parlors, 6 of which were Asian American women. Anti-Asian American hate is nothing new, especially in the United States. Some ways to support the AAPI community is by sharing resources, donating, and educating yourself.
Let's take a moment of silence for those who passed away.
In our community news, Anton Whitley, a Kennedy High School 11th grader, is still missing. Antoine's family meets every day at 3 p.m. at Marina Avenue and Marina Way South to distribute flyers and spread awareness. If you or anyone you know has information about Antoine, contact Detective Chris at this information right here. Or you can also follow this Instagram right here for more information and find ways to help. That's all we have for announcements. Coming right up, take a look at what our students are up to during distance learning.
Hey class of 2021! The College and Career Center wants to celebrate your 4-year university acceptances. We're planning an event in April. Please share your acceptance letters with us at https://bit.ly/RHS2021 acceptances.
The Black Student Union presents RHS Poetry Jam. Contest is open for all scholars of RHS. Please submit an original poem or spoken word piece based on an aspect of Blackness. The top 3 winners will receive a prize. Only 1 submission per person. Deadline for submissions are Thursday, March 31st at 3 p.m. Register by adding the Google Classroom code AMSJ26G.
Hi, I'm Amy and I identify as bisexual. I remember when I made the decision to tell people that I felt identify as bisexual. For me, it was a quiet process to assimilate and accept myself as I am. Of course, I was so nervous and scared, but I need to tell you something. There's always some person who can support you, and that person for me was my cousin. I remember when I told her, and she told me something that is definitely true. My cousin told me that you tell me that right now you feel identified as bisexual, it doesn't mean that your whole life you have to be. And that's true. The life is about discovering yourself, growing with you, finding the best version of yourself. So don't feel overwhelmed or desperate to try find yourself identify with something.
Hi, my name is Daniel Jodeluizo, and I am a part of the LGBTQ plus community. Growing up, I was considered a tomboy until I got to my middle and high school years, where my parents noticed that I never grew out of the phase. I would never get any insults or indirect comments from me loving who I love until it got to my late high school years. My dad would make certain faces whenever he see a gay couple walking out in the street, or he just comment on the things that I do, and it wouldn't get to me. But understanding the fact that there's so much people out there who hate on the LGBTQ plus community for who they choose to love really just makes you feel so unwanted. And growing up, I've always felt so alone and so isolated as to everybody else just because I like girls, you know. And it only took one person for me to make me feel like that. I took this as an opportunity to realize that everything I've been through because of who I choose to love only makes me stronger. It benefits me in the long run, you know. Still to this day, I still think about all the things I've been through, and obviously how it shaped me as a person. And I believe that everything happens for a reason. Nothing ever goes unnoticed when it comes to me because I acknowledge my individuality. I recognize my worth and my value, and I feel like everybody should be aware of that themselves.
Hi, my name is Sarai and I identify as bisexual. I remember coming out to my mom in late 2016, and I could say it was definitely a learning experience, also as a eye-opener. She was kind of in denial at first and telling me that I was following the trends and wasn't really having it. But obviously, I knew who I was, and my sexuality was not a thing I should be ashamed of. But thankfully, I had people who actually supported me and were with me throughout the entire time of me just finding myself and trying to figure out who I was. I want others to know that there will always be people who will support you and will go out of their way to know that you're loved. And I think that that is what Richmond High needs as well, because we are a community and a community stays together, and I feel that it would bring us closer together as well. Not only as a school, but students would be more safe and they would feel like they belong in a world where they don't really know where life is going. So I think that is a great source of help that Richmond High deserves and needs.
The LGBTQ Plus Club is looking to gather more members. This club meets every Thursday at 2:30. If you identify as LGBTQ Plus or an ally, please join us. Reach out to Mr. Romero for more information. Hope to see you there.
Rise Youth Center is bringing back our annual production, and we have taken it to the next level. We're doing a youth-driven production called The Land of Sankofa, which is a Richmond adaptation of The Wiz. With our youth playwright, Sukari Wright really cultivates a world of fantasy, discovery, culture, light, and love, where following your own frequency is the norm and shining is inevitable. We're searching for young people who would like to be a part of this production, from backstage to under those lights. Actors, singers, dancers, a production assistant, etc. And we encourage you to come out and show out. As a proud producer, you will be supporting and learning the different areas, tasks, and projects it takes to cultivate a large-scale theatrical production. This is our annual production and the first ever in our new Space Rise Commons. It is called The Land of Sankofa, a Richmond adaptation of The Wiz. This internship is multi-faced and definitely not easy. You need patience, work ethic, communication skills, passion, and limited experience in event planning or spreadsheets, etc. The purpose of this internship is for knowledge and career pathway skills. You will be paid, but we highly suggest that if you are only doing it for the money, do not apply.
Good morning, freshmen. This is your Oiler Crew leader, Joseph Urbina, and 3 things I'll explain to you today is the path and goal on why I want to become an Oiler Crew leader, the path and goal I had in high school, which I successfully completed, and I'll explain to you why this is learning is preparing you for life and beyond. So the reason why I want to become an Oiler Crew leader, because my freshman year when I started attending Richmond High, I was scared, I was insecure. They want to have my Oiler Crew leader around me. He guided me through my freshman year, taking me to the right path being successful, giving me the tools that I needed to survive in high school. And he taught me through 4 things. Get out your comfort zone. The more you get out your comfort zone, the more you're less shy. Number 2, hang out with the right people. If you hang out with the right people, do more things around you and in your community as well. Hang out around with the bad people, they're going to mess your future up. And you're going to do bad things in your community as well. You might think that, oh, I'm smart, but if I hang out with the bad people, if you hang out with the bad people, they're going to teach you how to be bad. So you hang out with the smart people and good people, they're going to teach you how to be good and smart. And number 3, ask teacher for help as necessary. So when you need help in general or you feel like you need to talk, you should reach out to them, because the more that you talk to your teachers, you kind of build like a relationship with them and you kind of get to know them better. Kind of know who they are. Like, I'll give you an example. So last year I took Algebra 2, Ms. Dumar, and I always needed help, so I always reach out to her. And the more I reach out to her, the more I know her as a person. And she kind of like helped me out as well, not just like in school, but in personal things as well. So she kind of considered as my favorite teacher. And 4th thing is, join a college program. Because if you join a college program, you need to prepare for your future. Because high school, 4 years, is very short. You might think that, oh yeah, it's long, it'll be a long time from now. But let me tell you this. High school is short. So make the best out of it and plan your future out early. And the path and goal I had in high school is I wanted to make a lot of connections with my peers and teachers, join many programs or activities, and 3, find out who I want to be and what college I wanted to attend to. I found those 4 things, and I'll let you know that I'm applying to Contra Costa College, and the major I plan to study is business management, because I have good leadership skills, I know how to talk to people, know how to communicate, and I'll give an example on my leadership skills. So in my junior year, I took a leadership class called Leadership. Leadership kind of like plan out like school events like rallies and dances, and it really helped me become like a better leader in my community and my school, because a lot of people know me because all the events I do. I kind of like lead people, trying to teach them my ideas, which is very good to know. So freshmen, I understand that this is not how you want your first year of high school to be like. It may not what you picture when you're younger, like elementary or middle school. And you're kind of like the first freshman class to use more technology than any other freshman class in the past. Not just at Richmond High, but in America as well. You're using more technology apps like Zoom, Google Classroom, Canva, Loom, any apps teacher is asking you to use. And those apps the teacher's asking you to use is preparing you for college and beyond. You may say to yourself, like, I know a lot of people, not freshmen, but they say like, I'm not learning anything. I'm seeing something through a screen. It's not the same as school. I understand that. But in this time period, in distance learning, you are using more technology than anything else. Like when you were in school, like in middle school or in elementary school, you kind of like have technology, have non-technology. But here you're using more technology, which is very good, because in the future, next 20, 30 years, you'll be using more technology in the job position you're going to be in. And this is what teachers are doing, preparing you for the future. Because the technology is the future to keep me successful. And if you have any questions on what I just said, this is my phone number, 510-912-3510. This is an Instagram page. If you have not followed me yet, this is my Instagram page, Oiler Crew 2024. If you want to sound like a family member, email, or just want to talk or anything else, have like a Zoom meeting, this is my school email, joseph.urbina, wccschools.org. Have any questions, please reach out to one of these sources. Thank you and have a good day.
What's good, Oilers? These are the freshman awards presented by Oiler Crew. The following 9th graders were nominated by the teachers for leading by example in the following areas. These are the students recognized for respect. These are the students recognized for responsibility. Last but not least, these are the students recognized for safety.
That's our show for today. Tune in next week for your Richmond High weekly news. Bye, Richmond High!